Hi, Mace. Good to have you here. Let me ask you something. What if a tiny bit of code dropped into a handful of sites paid your bills for a month? Sounds unlikely? Stick with me, because that's the exact payoff I'm going to make believable today. Big products are expensive to launch, maintain, and market. They eat months of time and require a team. Now imagine a tiny, single-purpose widget, a snippet of HTML and JavaScript that solves one clear problem and travels from site to site, earning quietly as it goes. That's the bet here. Small scope, wide distribution, low upkeep. In the next 10 minutes, I'll give you a simple, repeatable plan. How to find the right problem, how to build a weekend-ready MVP, and how to monetize and keep it running without burning out. Think of it as a three-move system you can actually ship. First, how do you spot an idea that travels? Look for tasks people perform across many sites. Converting values, showing a small data badge, formatting a CSV into a neat table, or a tiny status widget. These are atomic, repeatable needs that other sites will happily embed if it saves their readers time. Here's a quick validation checklist you can run in an hour. Search for related how-to queries, scan forums and product docs for copy-paste solutions, and look for existing embeds or iframe usage on competitor sites. If you find sites manually pasting code or screenshots, that's demand. Pitch a prototype to 3 publishers before you write production code. Pre-commitment from one publisher is worth more than 100 Twitter likes. Quick example, a currency or date range calculator you can drop into travel blogs or finance pages. Publishers get interactive content without engineering time. You get distribution. Another is a CSV to table formatter that turns messy CSV pasted into a site into a responsive table with sorting, super valuable for niche data blogs. Now, how do you build it fast? 2 simple architectures work well. An iframe-based widget, single URL, and easy sandboxing, or an inline script that mounts into a container. If you want the lowest maintenance and best isolation, choose iframe. If you need to inherit page styles or be super tiny, inline can be better, but it requires more compatibility work. MVP specs for a weekend build: 1 HTML endpoint, a tiny JS file under 50 KB zipped, no external dependencies, and a simple config API via data attributes or a small JSON endpoint. Include basic analytics, what page embedded it, and click counts, so you know where traction comes from. Keep the feature list surgical: 1 core action, 1 lightweight config, and an upgrade path that feels natural. Security and performance are not optional. Use iframe sandboxing, set a strict content security policy, and ensure your endpoint sends correct CORS headers. Rate limit anonymous usage and escape any user-provided HTML. These few lines of defense save you from being blocked by publishers or abused by bots later on. Packaging matters for distribution. Offer a 1-line embed snippet, an async script tag that injects an iframe URL, and a CDN-hosted JS bundle. Publish a small NPM package for developers who prefer package managers, and add a live demo page that publishers can try. Make the embed as frictionless as possible. Now, how do you actually get paid? There are 5 practical models that fit tiny embeds. 1. Freemium. Basic embed free. Configuration controls or white labeling behind a paid tier. 2. Paid configs. Charge per custom look or premium data source. 3. Affiliate hooks. Include optional referral links where appropriate. 4. Sponsored default data. Partner with a brand to be the default data set. 5. A hosted variant where heavy use pays a monthly fee. Pricing sanity check. Start small. A $5 to $20 monthly tier for power users, or one-off payments of $10 to $50 for branded embeds, scales better than overpriced grand plans. The goal is signal. Early paying users validate that maintenance is worth it, and their fees fund a small amount of dev time each month. Maintenance plan, designed for minimal drag. Make the widget a single file. Write automated tests for critical parsing and output. Document installation in 3 bullet points, and reserve 1 hour a week for inbox and occasional fixes. If support grows, consider a paid support option or crowdsource fixes with contributors on GitHub. 2 short case studies. 1. A tiny badge that showed country-level uptime for a popular SaaS directory. Simple SVG served from one URL, embedded by dozens of partners. Early revenue came from sponsored badges and a single premium styling option. 2. A CSV to table widget that was embedded across niche data blogs. The maker sold a premium parser that handled large files and custom exports, about $200 per month after a few months. Common failure modes deserve upfront attention. If you build it and no one embeds it, your product dies on the vine. Mitigate that by pitching a prototype to publishers first. Security abuse can get your endpoint blocked. Use sandboxing and rate limiting. Maintenance creep is real. Designed for the smallest useful surface area and push complex features into paid tiers. Alright? Recap in plain steps. 1. Find an atomic, repeatable problem that appears across sites and pre-validate with publishers. 2. Ship a weekend MVP, single file, iframe preferred, analytics included. 3. Pick a monetization model that matches your audience and keep maintenance light. Do these 3 moves and you convert a weekend of work into a durable, embeddable asset. 1 practical idea to act on right now. Pick a niche you know, identify a repetitive formatting or calculation problem there, and build a clickable prototype in a single HTML file. Send that prototype to 1 publisher before you add features. If they say yes, you've bought yourself a weekend to build something that will actually get used. If you like this, subscribe for more experiments like this. Small practical systems you can ship alone and scale sensibly. Let's connect the dots between code, distribution, and recurring income. Subscribe now so you don't miss the next one. Well, that's enough to think about for today. Appreciate you spending a few minutes with me. I'll catch you in the next one.